Welcome to Healing Powers TV. I'm your host, Laura Powers, and I'm here today with Mary MacLean. She is an astrologer, and I'm so excited to learn more about astrology. So thanks for being on the show today.
No problem. I'm enjoying myself.
Great. That's always a good thing to do. Well, I'd love it if you just started by talking about what astrology is.
Well, you know, that's a real interesting way to start the conversation, because astrology, some people think it's a religion, some people think it's this, that, and the other thing, and really all it is mathematics. It's just pure mathematics. If you had a baby, and say you took that baby right outside the door the minute it was born, and say you held it up to the sky and you took a picture of the sky just the way it was, that's your natal chart.
Wow.
So with that natal chart, and you know it's all mathematics, it's all numbers, everything is all mapped out. When you go home and do that chart, that's what I do. I come up with the natal chart. You gotta have your exact time of birth, gotta have all that stuff. Time, place, and AM or PM, and your place. Okay. So now you get the chart. Now everything's mapped out. If you ever, you know, the astronomers have a book that they call an ephemeris, and really it is, every planet is in a certain constellation, but it's like a clock. It really ticks off things that are going to happen in your life. So your natal chart is the one thing to have, so that you know what's coming or what's about to happen or where the stresses are. It also tells you all about your personality. I mean, I looked at your chart and you are a gabber, but look at you. I'm gabbing more than you.
I'm a gabber. Well, I think it's no surprise that I host a TV show.
Right? That's right. And you know you're a mover. I see you love to travel. You're here, there, and everywhere. It tells all of who you are personality-wise. It tells what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, when those strengths are needed, when the weaknesses come in. So basically, it's very informative. And you have to remember, I don't know about anybody else, but I don't believe in good and bad. Mm-hmm. I think good and bad is for people who are looking for an easy way out. Nothing is good and bad. It's energy. It's supposed to signal for you a time of growth.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, in life, there's challenges, but that's how we grow and improve as people. Without those things, then
there would never be any.
Static, which is boring for starters. And with static, there's no life. So.
Right.
Yes.
So that's really how I think about it, and I enjoy every person I really get to do.
I love this idea because a lot of people think of astrology as being something more just kind of fun or entertainment, but it really is something you can look at to help you to kind of get an idea of what's coming up in your life. Well,
it helps you get to know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the basics of it, It helps you find out just who's that person lurking inside, and what that person really, really is all about. Mm-hmm. It kind of brings you in touch with the real you.
Yeah.
Not the you that we show everybody else, but the real you. This first eclipse that comes on June 1st is all about January and February of this year. What were you doing January and February?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, see? Okay. And see how it starts to turn in and you're starting. Well, in June, when Saturn goes direct, now think about this. There's 3 eclipses in the next 3 months.
That's amazing.
It's amazing, of course.
Yeah.
The new moon eclipse always brings in a challenge. The full moon always takes it away or starts another challenge.
And which one is this that we're going
to? This is the
June
first
1st?
one.
This is the first, so it's a challenge.
It's a challenge, and it'll be about things behind the scenes, okay? Like something that you're doing in private, or maybe something like this, taping, or doing something of that.
Okay.
For that matter. The other one comes June 15th.
Oh, really close together.
Well, this summer is like somebody putting little firecrackers under your feet. I mean, you're going to notice yourself jumping around trying to get everything done.
Oh my goodness. All
Okay,
right.
the second one, June 15th, is a full moon eclipse. And that tells me something that you're doing work-wise is real important to you and really solidifies or changes in some way. And then the last one, this is the best one because it's July 1st. Now, you know that's only a month away from June 15th.
Wow. So
July
everything's very
1st,
packed.
these eclipses, when there's eclipses like this is not usual. Okay? So when this eclipse hits on July 1st, the truth is you're going to be in the spotlight. Okay? And that rules the next 6 months. So if you find that from July on, the emphasis is going to be on you and how you present yourself and how the public sees you.
Okay.
And travel.
I love to travel. As you saw in my chart, I'm quite the globetrotter.
Yes,
so.
you are. As we speak, you've been having a transit of Saturn through your fourth house.
Okay.
Okay, that is mega important.
Okay.
And why is that mega important? I'll tell you.
Okay.
It's all about the fourth house is home. But not just your house where you live, you know. It's about home in here. It's about
True
core issues. And you're asking yourself every day, is this what I really want? Every subject that comes up, you're going to say, is this what I really want? You know, and you're going to examine all those core issues that you have and see if any of them need changing because you're not the same person you were the last time Saturn was there for your rust.
And how often does Saturn go cycle, or does that depend on the
Every
person?
30 years.
Oh, so pretty much since, for me, that was when I was very, very young.
Right.
Okay.
And this is going, and as this happens, oh God, and I forgot to write this down too, because there was something very, very good here. And there was something here that where Saturn went right over your Pluto in the fourth house, which meant that something came in that was very good for you, or that you've been waiting for a long time. Okay? It's not quite over yet, okay, because when it goes back, it's on the retrograde now, so I know it's already happened. Okay, and then as it goes forward, it'll go over it one more time, and that will be one more thing that you wanted that you will acquire.
Oh,
So,
wow. Okay, great. I'm excited. I'm curious to see what that will be.
you're really very, very much a people person.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? You love people, and you make an impact. That's what this says. I mean, this is her chart. Yes, all those chicken scratches are mine. So basically, what I'm telling you is this fourth house, as you get closer to this 27 degrees, you're going to notice that you're examining all of your fourth house issues. After that, then it goes to fifth house.
And fourth is home and who you are kind of as a person.
Well, if you know how they say, look in your purse, you'll know how she lives. No, it's true.
No, I know, but don't.
Look at your home, and that's who you are. If you're doing any kind of fix-up or anything that has to do with building a foundation or changing the arrangement of your furniture, that's what's going on inside also. So that's important to know if you're doing any self-evaluation, or you think you need that, or it comes all by itself. You don't have to worry about it. You're going to be doing something next year that is very, very important for you in terms of career.
Okay.
Mega next year, okay? I'd give you the date, but...
So this is 2012. I think it's a significant year anyway.
Also, there's a Neptune in your sixth house, and you have Saturn ruling that sixth house. That tells me, first of all, you can't sit down for more than 5 minutes. If you had to work, you'd work standing up. And that all your work has to be with almost like the unknown, with different energies. You know what I mean? Not anything like, I want to sell you a car.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It hasn't got anything to do with anything physical. It has everything to do with spirit. Okay, you could ask me a question if you want.
Well, I guess if there's anything else significant, but I'd also like to just add, for you to mention any significant alignments or things that are happening that would be for everyone in the audience and not just me.
Okay, well, the 3 eclipses.
Yeah, those are major, right?
And right now, this summer, you're going to notice that things really kind of bubble up, especially starting, well, they're bubbling up now. You know it in your life because they're starting now. June 1st, it gets intense. A challenge comes smacking you right in the face. And this is everybody.
June
Okay?
10th?
June 1st.
Oh, June 1st. Oh,
And
sorry.
everybody has something coming up for them. The only difference in everybody's chart is where that lands in their chart, okay? So if it lands definitely in your 12th house, so there's a lot of things you're doing behind the scenes, okay? You're working on stuff. And for everybody else, they have to know. But basically, it's a challenge. So if you just think of it, whatever comes in as a challenge will be that eclipse. And the next two weeks later, there's a full moon eclipse. That's going to have everything to do with this last new moon also that started in January and February, but it's an ending, okay? And because of this ending, here's the good part.
Yeah.
Because of this ending, this full moon on June 15th, it's going to bring in another new moon eclipse that will last, another challenge that will last until November, December.
Oh, that's a long challenge.
Yes.
Compared to 2 weeks.
And there's a couple of things important here about these challenges. Usually, when the challenge comes up, it comes up because you have to deal with this right away.
Yeah.
Okay? It takes about 3 months. And usually, by the time that 3 months is over, you're really got it covered and you're coasting, or you're just still in the manufacturing of the problem. Do you know what I mean? Of
Right.
fixing it. But usually in 3 months it's over.
Okay.
And that's the square to the full moon eclipse. And these are all technical, I know, but you got to understand, I'm a teacher. So
No, and it is, like you said in the beginning, it's complex,
yeah,
it's mathematical.
it's
so-
very mathematical.
Yeah.
It's like it's a clock that ticks off events.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really like people,
Mhm.
and if you really like to spend time with people and get to know them on an intimate level, I got to tell you, this is an intimate level. This is really where you're at. You know, this is really good.
Yeah,
This
sounds
is fun.
fascinating. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. Is there anything you'd like to mention before we wrap up for today?
No,
Okay, well, thank you. And how can people get a hold of you if they want to know more?
they can email me at Mary MacLean at Comcast.net, and it's MaryMacLean at Comcast.net.
Great. Well, thank you for being on the show today.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
And I'll go ahead and post everything on my website, which is www.healingpowers.net. So if you want more information, you can look there as well. Thanks for watching.